Good afternoon. I'm back. It's been all of 30 minutes, 20 minutes since I was last on playing video games. So, yeah, I've been doing, yeah, let's fix this. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Midnight Suns. And I got a camera in my face. I don't know. It is what it is. What can I do, man? It's not that easy to get the camera to behave itself. I mean, it's like it's always, it's always somewhere. Hey, by the way, I started using this accelerator stuff on my super gluing the other day. I had to put a wing back on one of my dragons that keeps breaking off. I broke one wing off. I think I broke one wing off twice. And then now the other wing broke off because I keep dropping stuff on it. Don't ask me. It's sitting up in display area. My poster came down and it dropped on it. And the funny thing is, the thing survived the drop. Didn't get hurt at all. But it wasn't until I went to move it. And I grabbed the wing and it broke off. It's like, no! And it's got this tiny little, they got tiny little connections, and there's this resin, right? So they're fragile. And I do super glue. I was like, super glue is such a pain in the rear because you put it on, you're trying to hold it, and you're trying to keep it steady. This stuff, I did the thing where you put super glue on one side, and then you spray this on the other side, and you put it on there. Bam, it was stuck. It stuck like in a couple of, 10 seconds tops. So you have to get it positioned pretty quick. But then I was like, that's almost kind of sticky. I let go. It was just stood there. So I let it sit for an day and put it away. So yeah, good to go. So yeah, if you want super glue to work great, try this accelerator. I'm sure there are others that do the same thing, but this one is the Starbond accelerator. So I was impressed. So I have to say that's my new favorite way to glue stuff. No more of this sitting around waiting for it to dry crap. And I don't know if it makes any difference on your fingers. I don't know what it does for, what effect it has on your hands, but definitely works good on that. Hopefully it doesn't make it glue faster to your hands. So I was then kind of charging my headset to see what I'm doing here. So, I can see, but so I got a couple guys in progress. I've got my my monk here. Oops. I should probably fix the zoom on my camera, huh? So it's a little bit more readable. Just a moment. Darn, these cherries are in the way. I'm going to have to eat me a dark chocolate cherry while I sit here. All right, how's that? Let's see. There you go. So this is the guy I'm working on. One of them. One of my monks. So he's using leather. What do they call those? Pauldrons? Pauldrons, I think they are. And leather armor pieces because he's a monk. If he's going to have armor, it's got to be like leather. It's got to be easy to move in. He's not a heavy plate kind of guy. And here's him in his other form. So now he's a changeling, so he can change into whatever he wants. This is kind of like his human looking form. Now his natural form is natural, not monkey, not anything. He's not in a transformed state is somewhere. All my other monk forms, not around. I don't have them. They're like in a box. Well, here's his human form flying into battle. So, got a couple things going with the monk. So I got. Oh, and then there's my super form. This is my super form monk. So he's a monk of the astral visage, and so right now, or we're in an area where I can't quite use all my abilities yet. We're allowed to have like our level up, but we can't get our abilities yet. We have to get a long rest in. So, and we're not in an area we can do that. But once I do, I'm going to get my astral arms. And also I can change into this character, but it's not like I have any power out of it. Okay. I can change into, but the arms are a visage, or the wings are a visage, which means when they come into play, they're not really wings, but they look like wings. And they're just meant to be intimidating. They come in with force, whack, and then they push everybody back, and then they can hit people, hit them upside the head with my wings. So yeah, you can do arms, you can do anything you want, as they are allowed to make your visage be anything, and I decided they're going to be wings. So I'm kind of going to have him have the same thing, where he's got leather armor. Again, to try to be consistent with the way I'm designing the characters. So I'm trying to make it so that as a changeling, I can have... he can't change his clothing. He can... If he was naked, he could make it look like he's wearing clothing, but I don't want him to be naked. So I actually want him to be wearing armor, and the armor would stay the same looking. So I'm trying to get him, trying to work on some things with that. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, that's the plan. So these are a couple guys I'm working on, some of my monks. There are some things I want to try to work on with my Frosthaven. I know I said I was going to play Frosthaven this weekend, and it just didn't happen. And next weekend, sorry, there ain't going to be anything but gaming. I'm Diablo foreign. I was one of the people who bought in on the early deluxe edition, so I can get pre-play 4 days early. Should probably be streaming it. We'll see. I mean, most likely I'll be streaming it. It's kind of weird though. I'm not sure how the mic and everything works, because I'm going to be trying to get together with a couple of friends, so you'll hear me talking to them. And it's going to be interesting. So how do I talk to them and to you and to them and to yeah. So it's like maybe I'll put on a headset for them and then talk loud to you, or do I talk? I don't know. Or maybe I'll have a mute on there. You have to trigger it, push a button or something that turns the mic on for them. This way it doesn't, they can't hear me talking to the stream. The stream will hear me talk to them, but that's okay. I don't care about that. The stream gets to hear all the racket to me yelling, and no, I don't yell. I'm not one of those hyperactive gamers that goes, oh, no, I'm not afraid. Ah! Okay, I do that some, but I'm just playing when I do it. I'm not like yelling and screaming and profanities or anything. That's not me. You'll never hear me. Well, most likely you'll never hear me actually scream a profanity. It's just not my style, man. Got a different kind of style from some of those guys. So if you like clean, I'm the video gamer to watch. Also, I can't promise what other people are doing, what they're saying, and if it's not being filtered out of the stream chat, I can't say anything about it. So anyway, let's get something done here, shall we? Hoping my light is good. I don't know if it charged up all the way or not, but we're about to find out. Oh, ooh, those are dirty. So I went to the gym today. I did not stream it, for those of you who know that I stream my workouts, because I couldn't find my headset still. Finally, I found it today, though, so I could possibly stream. Oh, but it was a hard workout. It was a hard workout. This is the second time in 2 weeks that I've gone to the gym and done a leg workout and averaged nearly 140. I think I averaged 140 140, 141 in my heart rate doing it last week. And then today I averaged 139. These are hard workouts. They're leg workouts. They're designed to be kind of a HIIT workout, but I usually only get up into the 120s doing this workout, or doing this form of workout. And doing this leg work, man, beat me up, man. I was sweating like a dog. I was breathing like I had just run a marathon. Actually, I was just trashed, man. But ultimately, it felt like a good workout. So we'll see how sore I am tomorrow. I know right now my legs are like, what did you do? So we're gonna find out. What did I do? We're gonna find that out soon enough. All right, so let's see if I've got any wet paint on my wet palette. Yeah, a little bit. It's weird, even after you use soap and rinse off your brush, you still gotta kind of get it going in the water. It's like it still stiffens up just naturally, water a little bit. It repairs itself pretty quick. But so I did buy some new paints. So I got some of these new Express paints. I'm gonna try this Wasteland Brown. I don't even know what this is. I just wanted to get me a brown, some greens. I'm resorting my paints slightly. I've decided to stop putting all my Express paints and washes and light inks and everything in a separate container, because for one, I have too many of them now. I finally have exceeded the one container for all my Express contrast paints, or one X case. So now I've decided, all right, I'm just putting them all together. So all the blues together, all the reddish, pinkish stuff together. All my metallics. Currently, I don't have that many metallics. I'm putting them all in one. So if I want to dig through and find some metallics, I have whatever I have there. And then I'm going to have all my kind of yellows and maybe flesh colors together. Probably light flesh tones, or even tans. And then greens and browns. Now, if I have too many or too little of one of those, I'll resort them. I have one unit that holds all of my blacks, whites, grays, and like mediums and primers. That holds pretty much. Right now, that case fits. It's getting kind of full. And then I have a case that holds like my technical paints, you know, the varnishes, glosses, earth, the basing junk and water and all that stuff. So that's kind of where I've at. So currently, I think that results in me having 4, 5, 6, 7 cases, X cases full of product, full of paints. It's getting up there, and they're getting kind of full. I'm going to end up with an 8th case soon enough, because I keep buying these Express paints. I don't know how good they are. I've heard pretty good things about the Vallejo ones, so I'm trying the Vallejo ones. I'm trying the Vallejo ones today. This is the first time I've used them. And this is Wasteland Brown. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I know it's a contrast paint. And we're going to see if it's any good, because I'm about to open it up and pop it on there. So I'm going to put it right next to my intense brown, because I was using my... Oh, this is kind of a dark brown. I don't know if that'll work for me. But we'll see. How dark is a dark brown of a contrast paint? So, whoops, probably turn this on. And I can try to add a little light to the subject over here. Just for when I'm not looking at it directly. This will get, when I look at it, I'll get better shadow coverage, but or shadow avoidance. So normally I've been using like an intense brown, but I want to do this to see if it actually does pretty good at providing me with some decent amount of what do you call it? Contrast paintiness. It's Express paint, not technically a contrast paint, but it's the same premise. We'll see if I like it. I mean, I know I like some of these, that's why I've been buying them. So it'll be more a matter of determining which ones I like more. I think I'm not good at remembering which ones I like more. So it's like, what do I want to use today? Brown? Was it this one I like better or that one? I could take notes, but I'm not wanting to refer back to notes all the time. So yes, I could take the notes, but would I actually look at the notes? Would I actually go back and say, no, this is Vallejo. I've always liked Vallejo brand paint, so hopefully. Is anything on? Oh, there we go. It's not pointing at it. That's the problem. Alright. Let's see how good Vallejo's breast paints are. Probably won't matter knowing me. I'll still go out and I'll still find myself buying them. And they have more coming out apparently. They're kind of the newest ones, I think. Well, 2.0 of the army painted ones are probably the newest ones. But and I don't know, are you supposed to like slaughter this stuff on so that it falls into the cracks? Because if you don't, it won't be loose enough, and it won't be a small enough amount of it. I don't know how that works. Hey, is that leather? Is he wearing a codpiece? I don't know what he's wearing there. I'd imagine he's wearing something here. Kind of looks like his skin, though. I mean, I don't know. What does the Dragonborn's natural form look like? Yeah, I guess it is something. It really sticks out, though. See, we did our game day on Saturday. Really, I only played one game the whole day. It was all day gaming, but we started late, like at 12ish. Oh, okay. We started late at 12ish, which meant we didn't play until like 2ish because we were eating, because it's one of the things we do all day gaming. We grill and have some lunch, and since we started at lunchtime, there wasn't like a morning session of gaming. It was just us doing talking and eating and getting games ready. Okay, so then one of the things you do on all day gaming, you play the long games, right? You don't have to, but that's kind of what we do, because we have our regular game nights where we only play a couple of, one or two shorter games, and we don't play the longer games that we like. There's some long games we like, and I was finally to the gratefulness of one of the guys who comes all the time and wants us to play his game Eclipse. And I was like, nah, I don't want to play Eclipse. I don't want to play Eclipse. I don't want to play Eclipse. And then it's like today I was like, yeah, I want to play Eclipse. So we played it. It was fun. I like Eclipse. It's a good game. It's just a really long game, and he always wants to play it on like the shorter nights. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to be up till midnight. And it did take a long time. We were done. Let's see, we got it going maybe by 2, but it took us about 6 hours to play all the way through the game. So rest assured, it was a long game. But I think everybody enjoyed it. The other table, we had another table. We had 6 people on one game and 3 on the other, because everybody wanted to play Eclipse instead. Or maybe it was 4 on the other. Maybe we had 4. But the people who own that game, my friends there, of course, everybody there is my friend, but a couple of my long-term friends have had that game for a while, and they've always really liked it, and they pull it out, and they're always bringing Zia out. I have never played Zia. I don't know what it is about Zia, but I just haven't been able to convince myself I want to. I keep hearing the stories, and they like it. They're always playing it. However, a couple of my friends who did play with them were not thrilled by the game. He was not a happy camper. The game kept killing him. I mean, it's like, I don't know. He was telling me that he got killed loading his cargo ship or something. Like, how does that happen? Thematically speaking, come on, what did you do? Just, how do you destroy your ship while loading it with cargo? Just the simple fact, to me, just the simple fact that the game allows that to happen, is like, really? That does not sound fun to me. Why on earth would loading your ship even have a risk of destroying it? I mean, maybe you could have damage, I guess, if you're... But the ability to destroy it just seems dumb. It's like, what did these guys do? Hit the side of the ship with a forklift, pop a hole in it, hit the gas tank, explode it. What the heck? How does that happen? Like, that don't make any sense to me. I was like, I'm glad I'm not playing that game. So yeah, I don't know that I'm ever gonna play Zia. I'm not feeling that. You know, some games I just like, I don't feel the love needed to even want to start it. Even though they like it a ton, and I'm like, I don't know very many people who like that game like